I will say that the lava is definitely difficult terrain. You're wading through it.
I will cast Eldritch Blast at the hippo.
Wild magic's getting pretty wild.
I'll deal with you in a minute.
That makes me resistant to all forms of damage.
You shout that out as you're drinking?
No.
This is just a giant pile of condition rings now. Greetings, and welcome to Crucible of Fate, Episode 12, Part 3. We're doing a special evening edition here just to finish off everything from Episode 12. Our shopping took a little bit longer than I thought it would during Part 2, so we're just wrapping up Split the Party now.
I'd like to use an object that I bought, and since I'm using an object, that shouldn't nuke the invisibility.
Yep, I'm good with that, yeah.
Cool. So there should be a large air elemental appearing onto the map.
And where would you like it to appear?
Let's put it right in the center, actually.
Right in the center?
Yeah. And it gets its own initiative, so I guess I'll roll that.
Yep, go ahead.
Wow. Could have been an attack roll, but here we are.
Is there a bonus to that too, like if for Dex?
+5.
Wow, okay. So it would go at the top of the round next round.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Anything else?
I got a little bit of room there with those pillars. I'd like to try and maybe hide as much as one can in the limited area that I've got. Is that possible, or is it not enough?
I would say... Well, you can certainly hide, as right now you're invisible. Yeah. If you want to give your stealth roll.
Sure.
And most of those gaps, just so everyone knows, most of them are about 5 feet. So a 5-foot gap, I'm not going to make you roll an athletics check to hop, but if it's more than 5, if it's 10, we're going to go with an athletics roll of 10 to get you 10 feet. I know that if your strength score is high enough to give you that much distance on like the jump calculator, then I'll give it to you. But if you don't have enough to do a 10-foot standing long jump, then we'll do an athletics check.
I think that'll be it for me.
All right, 27 for the stealth check. Lomax, you were up.
Okay. Sorry, what elemental was that?
Air.
Air.
Air. Okay.
In that corner here, coming around, Lomax. That's a view from behind you.
I will drink a potion of flying. So a bonus action, potion of flying, action, cast darkness on my, I'll cast it on my armor.
I thought in the darkness description there was something fishy about can't cast it on stuff that's being held in your hand, right? Is that what it is? Something being carried?
It says you can cast it on a object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried. So I'll cast it on my shield then, because I'm holding it. That's all right. Or my sword, don't really matter either. Or if you want it sword so it can be disarmed, that's fine too.
Okay. Sounds good. So you are now concentrating. And 15-foot ring of darkness.
Yeah.
Just that inky black void over there. We got a big wind tunnel in the middle. Just a pit of despair over in this corner. and one person just fully disappeared immediately.
And I'll fly up 20 foot.
Okay, which direction would you like to fly? Oh, straight up?
Just straight up.
Straight up, okay. No problem. For any of my other DMs in the group, which I think is all of you, that how you guys treat darkness? Because just reading it, if the point you choose is on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it, completely covering the source of the darkness. Okay, so that's just saying, like, as long as the thing that you're holding isn't, it's out in the open, then you can...
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So that's it for Lomax. Little. You are down at
All right.
here.
First things first, drink a potion of speed as a bonus action.
All right.
Whoop. Where is he? Now,
Don't.
so moving toward the... Can I move toward the rock shaped like a hammer between the two pillars and the purple ring? How much movement would it be to get me at the very tip of that?
This one here?
The other. It's P... yep, that one.
Right here.
Yeah.
So making a 5-foot jump, the 20 would get you to here.
Okay. Do I need to roll to avoid
No, those
cooking
are
myself?
only 5-foot gaps.
Okay. So yeah. And how much movement was it again? I'm
It
sorry.
was 20 to get to this point right here.
Okay. So I would like to jump over there. Another 30. Okay. If I move to the corner, oh my, this is tricky. Am I within 60 feet of the one I assume is Daylon with the blue ring and the red coat?
Are you within 60?
60.
Yep, it's 50 feet.
50 feet. All right. I would like to cast heat metal on his armor.
Okay, heat metal.
I'll cast counterspell.
All right, so heat metal is cast. Counterspell is also
Actually-
cast as a reaction.
All right. And I would like to have my construct move up next to me and leave it at that. Well, actually, I do have another action, so I'll just I'll throw the returning javelin at him with disadvantage.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll, please.
14. Yeah, 14, which I am assuming will not hit. Thought not. All right, and that's my turn.
Xerxes, it is your turn.
Yeah, also doing spatial math. What's just like the width of the board? So from like where like I'm standing to just like the other end horizontally on that plane.
So the width of the lava square is 22 5-foot squares.
Yeah.
So what's that, 110? Yeah,
It's basic math, man. I can't do
110.
that. Cool. Xerxes is going to, just immediately throw his rucksack over his shoulder, pick up his axe, just scream up into the sky, and go into a rage. So here's a D8 real quick for you, Dave.
Okay. 5.
And that's a 5.
What does that one do for you?
Whenever a creature hits me with an attack roll before my rage ends, that creature takes a d6 of force damage as the magic lashes out in retribution.
Ooh.
All right.
Cool. Xerxes is gonna start running very quickly, and he is going to go 5'10" east.
Going this way?
Yeah, jump me from the precipice of that little island to like the next little island.
Okay.
And then just keep on running.
20.
Never stop running to the next jump and hop to the
25.
stalagmite island.
30.
Yeah.
Got you here. 35.
Cool. So that's 30 of neat. How much space is between me and the character on this center island on the far end of me?
The center island on the far, like here?
No, my mini.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Devon.
Oh, Daylon.
So Daylon?
How much space? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, neat.
But this, you've used 35 to get to there.
Oh, I know, Dave.
Okay.
How much space is there between, say, I don't know, the person in the darkness and the red-based miniature?
Okay, the red-based miniature. 35.
Like as the crow flies.
It's about 65 to what you would guess is the center of the darkness.
65, you say?
Yep.
Then he is going to use one of his actions to continue screaming. Honestly, he's never stopped. Xerxes just goes into a full bottom lung rage scream as he hops from small island to small island to small island. As he does, you see just like the, headdress he's wearing just kind of illuminates and gets a little crazy. And he points out to more or less the center mass as much as you will allow for a 60-foot cone from where I'm currently standing, to which everyone inside of it must make a dexterity saving throw equal to 18.
Okay, 60-foot cone.
Yep.
Aiming where? Sorry, towards the darkness, or to see how, like, to get the most people?
Yeah, assume the red-based miniature would be one side of the cone, and then as much real estate as I can get from that.
Okay, let me get my cone template just one sec.
Yeah.
Ooh, big
A
move.
dress for a chief indeed.
That's it. Wild magic's getting pretty wild.
Hitting from you, you could get 2. Aiming it this way, can't reach.
He's a simple-minded lizard. He's not going to shoot into the darkness. That makes 0 sense for him. He'll just, attack the things that he can see.
Okay. So what is fired out in a 60-foot cone?
The prismatic spray spell.
All right, prismatic spray. Can you read that out for the folks at home?
Well, I'd love to, David. 8 multicolored rays of light flash from my hand, in this case, my beautiful lizard head. Each ray is a different color and has a different power and purpose. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 18. For each target, roll a d8 and determine which kind of fun they are about to have.
Okay.
Yay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Sir Daylon and from Novar.
I get advantage, so I'll roll first.
Okay.
I'll roll the other one. I'll take the 15, and I've got a bless up as well, so I'm going to chuck a d4 on top of it.
Okay. And we saw Novar's was a 21. So a 17 for Sir Daylon and a 21 for Novar.
21 will break it. So depending on the color that it lashes out, different things happen. So we'll go. We'll go Daylon first. Would you like to roll a d8, or would you like me to roll a d8?
You can roll.
You
it.
go ahead.
All right. There's the blood on my hands. I get it. That is a 2. Associated with a 2 I don't know. They're not in like chart format. I assume like from top. So I can only assume that's orange. The target is going to take 10d6 acid damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
So I failed with a 17?
Yep. The dex was 18.
Okay. Right. Now that I know that the dex was 18, I'm going to burn a fate sphere to give myself advantage again. Reroll the advantage.
Okay, so I still take half of this, right?
Yeah, but yours will, Dalon's will be this, so half this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you got the 21, yeah.
Yep. So you're burning a fate sphere to reroll your advantage.
Yep.
All right. That's your 5th.
Yep.
11 and 6. So still a fail. So 10d6 acid damage.
Yeah. And then the second one is going to be different because that's how this spell works.
Okay. Oh, so that was 36 that you rolled. That was a 36 acid.
Yeah, 36 is for acid.
Okay. So Sir Dalon, 36 acid. Now number 3.
Number 3 is yellow. The target takes 10d6 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. Here is 10d6. 32, David.
16.
16 lightning damage. Okay.
I take it like I get shot in the arm, just.
Anything else for Xerxes?
Oh yeah, it's gonna get weird still, Dave.
Yep.
Can you shift the map just so I can see how much real estate is on the little island that the red base character is on, please?
Yep. So
Yeah, there's 10 feet in there. All right, cool. Then he is gonna just continue. He just never stops yelling. So while a flume of fire and electricity burrows from his brow, he continues screaming, reaches into his rucksack, pulls out something small from his, from one of the pockets, hurls it into the air towards the island, which I guess, for thematic purposes, slowly expands from a small marble figurine into a large pachyderm.
okay, can you just give me a dexterity check, please? You can make it with your dex bonus, but it's not a what am I trying to say here? Holy cow.
Not proficient with throwing elephants.
Yeah, an improvised attack, just for
The figurine of power states that the statuette is a small beast, small enough to fit in a pocket. You can use an action to speak the command word, which is just me screaming, I think, and just throw the figure to a point on the ground within 60 feet.
Okay, all right, so it's just
No
narrative then.
Verbiage check required.
Okay, sounds good. And when it grows, though, it's large?
Sorry, did you say use an action?
Yep.
Did you not use an action to do the helmet, or is that?
I'm all juiced up.
Yeah,
I got a ring on me now, boys.
He's hasted.
All right, no, fine, my bad.
Well, I had one and I got super jealous of it, so I'm just like, I'm gonna get me one of those.
Okay, so this green ray is...
It is a huge beast.
Oh, it's a huge beast.
Did you just throw that at me?
Maybe.
I can't. Is that me? I think that's me.
Yeah.
You now have an elephant.
Now I have an elephant.
White
cool.
elephant.
I don't know how you want to handle this, Dave. There's an elephant. It's friendly to me. It accepts screaming as a response, I can only assume, as a quick command words as free actions. Do you want me to roll for its initiative, or do you want it just to go at the end of my turn like a druid?
Let's just do it at the end of your turn. Well, actually, no. Let's roll initiative for it.
All right. Here's elephant initiative, everybody. It's going to be a D20 minus 1.
Nine.
Elephant's coming in hot at an 8.
Oh, thank God it goes after the paladins.
Okay, Novar, what was your initiative score?
12.
Okay, and Sir
believe.
Dalon's was
11.
11. Okay, so it's at the end of the round.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Anything
And then that's it. That's an action. That's another action. That's a bonus action. That's a 30 feet of movement. Dave, if you'd be so kind, if you want to use the remainder of my movement to scuttle me into the center of my beautiful little island, that is the end of my turn, sir.
Can't even see
this
where the hell
island?
you are.
Yeah,
that?
center me. Give me the majority of real estate I can to like plant my lizard feet.
Okay. Novar, it is your turn. You're now face to face with a humongous elephant.
I'm going to bonus action take a potion of invulnerability.
Okay.
That makes
Nice.
me resistant to all forms of damage.
Yep.
Do you shout that out as you're drinking?
No, that's just for the people at home.
All right, I'm giving you a magical effect ring here just to remind us of that.
Yep, and that's for 10 rounds that lasts, or 1 minute.
Okay.
Crap, this freaking thing's right in front of me.
Did you not plan for the elephant?
Can I see Xerxes over there still, though?
So from this line of sight, I would say yes, you can still see Xerxes.
How far would you say Xerxes is from me?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet from you.
35 feet from me?
30.
Yeah. 30 feet? That's cool. I just need 60.
Bring it. You got an elephant too? What do you got, man?
Stampede!
I'm gonna take 2 of the beads off of my necklace and chuck them at him. And that counts, this is my action. And this will count as hold on, let me get to my spells. Because that's where it's listed as. That'll count as a 4th. Yeah, 2 of them together count as a 4th level fireball. So that would be 96 he takes. He needs to make a Dex 15 save.
Okay, dexterity saving throw from Xerxes, please.
Got it. Dexterity saving throw.
And I'm just gonna roll the damage.
That is a 12.
Okay.
You take
Just in case we miss something though, is your dex saving throw affected by hastened or no? By your potion of
Oh.
speed?
Yeah.
It can only assume it is.
Yeah, you get advantage.
Oh, cool. Oh, also I get advantage because effects I can see
Yeah.
with my eyes.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll throw another one of these at this problem.
17.
That's a 17.
could I use my face sphere to give him disadvantage on this?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm annoyed by the lightning.
Do you want 2 d20s or 1 d20? Fate sphere disadvantage on advantage.
I would like to use a Fate Sphere to cancel the Fate Sphere.
Why would you do this to me?
Spite!
Okay, so that's the 4th one from Little One, and that was the 4th one from Novar.
Yep.
Okay, so Fate Sphere's annulled. We're back to where we were. Successful save, unless anyone else has something cooking.
No, you take 16 fire damage.
18, right? Half?
Yes.
18.
Yeah. 18 fire.
8. Yeah.
That's rad. Xerxes doesn't stop screaming for a hot moment because this is a hot moment, and Xerxes is resistant to fire damage.
Oh, great. So that's down to 9 then?
Hit the hat.
Yeah, well, down to 8.
Perfectly. Well, half
Oh,
of
18
8.
down to 9.
Yeah, half of 18 is 9.
Yeah, sorry. Jeez, yeah, 9.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, I get it. Basic math, man. It's hard.
When I see it does not take as much purchase, I take note of that, and then am I technically engaged with this elephant right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta get away from it, man. Being this close, I'm not trying to get trampled, so I'll take that attack of opportunity.
You just got engaged and you're breaking it off.
I will move towards.
Break the elephant's heart.
Is that Sir Dalen that's next to me?
This is, yes.
Yes, I will move towards Sir Dalen.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But actually, I guess when you get to here, let's roll that opportunity attack.
D20 plus 8 for this elephant.
Holy shit.
Very good at being an elephant, apparently.
15 to hit Novar.
Yes.
Plus an 8.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
So,
yeah, plus 8, jeez. 23.
It's not worth the one chance. I'll take the hit.
Then the elephant starts stomping, which is going to be 3d10 plus 6.
Oh, fuck.
3
This is why I took the potion.
plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
27.
So 27 of elephant damage.
27 halved. What?
13.
13?
13 non-magical bludgeoning.
Yeah. The elephant is now also screaming.
I hope it fall. I need this elephant to go into the lava.
Well,
Is it Dumbo? Is it flying?
It's technically in the lava.
Good.
Is he?
It needs to be slowly dying. It's a huge thing. There's no way it's avoiding.
You just see the elephant just kind of very carefully standing on one of the rocks.
Its trunk gives the thumbs up as it goes down.
Yeah, these are all pretty precarious platforms, especially for a huge creature, and elephants not being known for their dexterity. I'd say that there's a few limbs in the lava for sure. At least 2. Sir Dalon, you are up.
So hearing all this screaming going on, all of a sudden you see Sir Dalon kind of like he lifts his hands up with his shield on one hand and his sword, bright sword on the other hand, and he starts lurching forward, and all of a sudden you just hear this almighty trumpeting, the sound of trumpets from on high and heavenly thunder at the same time as he screams out, and his eyes burst into light, and it looks as if there's blue magical flames emanating from his eyes, and then a pair of spectral wings that look like 7 ribbons spread out from his back. Using my action, that's my Radiant Soul.
Okay, hold on a sec. So, I just happen to have a pair of wings
Wings?
that I can attach with my fancy magnets that I put on them.
Whoa.
Ooh. Look at the
the
production value, everybody.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
He can fly.
There we go.
Sweet. And then he's gonna look across at where that cone came from, and he'll give a quick dirty stare and he'll say, "I'll deal with you in a minute." And then he locks eyes with Little One, and in a burst of speed. How far is he from me?
Little one?
Yeah.
$50 feet away.
Okay. So he looks back at Nova and says, "We have a fight on our hands." And then he just takes off straight towards Little One. I want to land on that far side of him if I can, if there's space for me there.
Okay.
On the way over, he's casting Hunter's Mark on Little One.
Ooh,
All right.
cool.
So your movement right now, flying over there, is how much?
Yep. 60.
And you wanted to land in front of him, you said?
Yeah, so on the far side from the camera.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then he's just going to use his hasted action to wind up for a Sunblade attack.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. It's a 13. I'm gonna chuck a... No, I'm not. That'll be my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. All right. Just to be... Oh yeah, the other thing took an action. Okay, got it. Then it is the elephant's turn.
Hey, I just looked it up. If a creature starts its turn in lava, it takes 10d10 fire damage.
Yeah, well...
So I did purposely want to throw the elephant on the island. I feel like it would be insane for Xerxes to slam dunk the elephant into the oh no juice.
Well, so the thing... Here's the problem, though, is there's not really a play... Like, if you put it here, where he was, it's still only, like...
An elephant balance on a giant beach ball at the circus, right, gang? I feel like
we're not on your side here.
Okay, since
I mean, I sort of am.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that it's on that square, but I'd say he does need a dex save to stay out of the lava.
an elephant. I'm into it. Here's my elephant check at the top of elephant turn. It's going to be a d20 -1.
Yeah, I'll say 12 is the DC for it.
Oh, absolutely not, sir. That elephant's in the juice.
Okay, so it's 6d10, I think, right? For lava?
It's your lava.
For lava?
Well, there's there's a kind of a standard in the DMG, I think.
Yeah.
So it's standard lava.
60-10.
Make a note.
This is some real textbook lava, guys.
Not Theramgoon lava.
No.
This whole time we're evading it, it's actually strawberry jam. Just really hot jam.
Okay.
The ooze from Ghostbusters 2.
All right.
Sleep
I'm
with
going to
it.
get
See
you
what it
to
does.
roll that 6d10 Xerxes.
Oh,
Yeah, kill your own elephant.
I am the elephant. I am the lava.
There are many elephants like it, but this one is mine.
This thing out of here.
And I set it on fire.
No, Ma. He's my elephant. I'll do
39
it.
fire damage to the elephant.
Elephant still elephant.
Okay.
Yeah, elephant.
All right. What would
Gotta
the
track
elephant like
elephant
to
HP.
do with its turn?
Murder. So, as per the jumping calculator rules, this elephant is very tall and very strong. So I can only assume it starts to stampede towards a man on an island that is immediately beside him.
Yep.
The elephant, I can only assume, is going to be moving at least 20 feet straight forward-ish to get to this man.
Okay. I will say that the lava is definitely difficult terrain if you're wading through it.
Well, I kind of assumed he was jumping from island to island, but I like wading through it. That's almost somehow scarier.
No, I want the elephant from above. That's what you want.
Okay, well, hold up. Look, if he goes this way, there's only one little island that's 5 feet wide for a huge animal, so that's not going to cut it. If you want him to jump this way first and then back to here, then yeah, we can look at the jump calculator.
However, we gotta frogger this elephant. That's good.
Okay, so what is the elephant's movement?
40 feet, sir.
40 feet, all right. And with the jump calculator, how far can he jump on a standing long jump?
Well, I do have the calculator open. Do you want me just to Google what is height of elephant?
Yeah, but that's only for, grabbing. I think it doesn't affect the distance it can go, does it?
So with a running start of 10 feet of movement, it can jump 22 feet horizontally,
Yeah.
like an elephant.
But it doesn't have the...
Or 11 feet horizontally.
11 feet, okay. So it has enough.
Yeah.
Get to here. And then it doesn't have 11 feet to... So is it just going to leap at Novar into the lava?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Like, as insane as an elephant, you could possibly assume it's like wading through lava screaming.
All right, which attack are you using for the elephant?
Well, since it's not going straight forward anymore, I'll horror movie style. I guess the elephant does wade through the lava, pulls itself up, and starts to panic stomp, trying to get its bearings on the island. So I guess it's just gonna stomp. Just gonna stomp.
All right.
Does it take more? Does it take more damage when it wades through?
It takes damage at the end of its turn if it's still in lava.
That's why it wants to get out of the lava, gang.
Is stomp a deck save, or is it just to hit?
It's just a hit. That's an 18 plus 8.
26. Yeah, well, yeah.
That is going to be 3d10 plus 6. So it's going to look like this. Plus 6.
20 bludgeoning damage.
20 stomping damage.
So half to 10.
And then I guess, the elephant just wants to crawl up onto the island. So however you want to resolve that, Dave.
Sure, yeah. So give me another dexterity check.
Oh,
or let's go with an acrobatics check.
Truly doesn't matter for this pachyderm.
I mean, he could have been from the circus. Maybe he got some training.
Yeah, maybe he can cartwheel.
17. Hey, he's balancing on these 2 5-foot squares, so.
Yeah.
No. Actually, stay sphere. Get this freaking thing out of here. This seems worth it because it's coming after me.
Okay, 5th Fate Sphere used. We'll make that re-rolled, please.
Here it comes. That's a 9.
-1, right? So it's an 8?
Yep.
Alright. So a fail on that. So it would end its turn, so it needs another 6d10 of lava.
Making me kill my own elephant, Dave.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
36.
The 36 fire this time. That's a total of 75 that it's taken.
My elephant remains screaming and standing.
All right.
Poor elephant.
That is the end of round 1, folks.
It's not real. It's a statue, guys. It's fine. PETA, don't at me about this, okay?
Top of round 2. In the encounter with the elephant, when Novar took some damage, I think Stomp was used, but that can only be used on a prone target. So the damage is 3d8 for the gore and 3d10 for Stomp. So it's just a difference of 3 hit points, and I think because of your invulnerability, it got halved. So I'd say, did you get Stomped twice?
Yes.
Okay, so how about, does everyone think it's fair if he gets 2 hit points back or 3?
Yeah, the average from gore to stomp is like 19 to 22. So if anybody here is better at basic math than I am, whatever the plus average of that is.
Okay, so I mean a difference of 6 if he wasn't invulnerable and took half. So I'd say 3 back. Does that seem fair to everyone?
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Okay. Okay, Water Talking, you are up. 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay. First off, I'll shout out to my air elemental friend. Attack the one with the glowing wings, who's confused about what justice is. And then I'm going to, since I'm invisible, I'm going to make a stealth check and move. I'll send you where I'm intending, and I think it should be within my range.
Okay, so first give me your stealth roll.
Sure.
Since you shouted out first.
Oh.
Okay.
And I've got a bless on, so I will add the bless.
Ed?
Does invisibility give advantage?
Oh, you're right. No, I'm not sure that it does, actually.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we are. So 17 total.
Okay, so current 17 stealth for the hide action. Are you using cunning action for that?
Yeah, for the hide.
Cunning action.
Is that a check or a save?
That was a skill check.
I don't believe
you're
it.
right.
Like,
You're right. The bless only works on attacks and saves. Sorry.
Okay,
that's my
thanks
bad.
for that, Cole. All right, so it's a 13 stealth. Who amongst you has a passive perception higher than 13?
I do.
Oh. I also do.
No.
Okay. So,
Perception. No, I do as well.
Wow. All right.
all right. So Stu and
Everyone's head just cranes.
Stu and Xerxes and sorry, not Stu. Lomax, Xerxes, and little one. You hear Water yell out, and then as she starts moving, you get a sense of where she is. Water. You said you.
I sent you.
Okay.
I believe that I should be able to move there without any checks or anything.
Understood. Let me just move.
I believe that's an island. When you were spinning it around, I tried to check for everything. I'm obviously not trying to land in lava.
Yep. Three of you do know that she is there. The others do not. Okay, so just clarification, because I spent some time researching stealth to make sure we had a standard for the show. So if you take the hide action, you can stay hidden as long as you move and you're still heavily obscured, and you continue on with the same stealth roll while you're moving. Normally, if you move out into the open while hidden, it makes you so that you're not hidden anymore. Where water is invisible, that's why I'm allowing the roll, because no one can see her. So the stealth represents how much noise that she's making. So that put her at 13. So people with a passive higher than 13 still know where she is. Fair?
So they heard me going, ow, ow, hot.
Or they saw the bits of like dust being kicked up when you like were jumping from platform to platform, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's it for you. Okay, next up is your air elemental, which you commanded.
Yeah. It'll fly to flank with Little against Daylon.
I'm gonna just put it here. It is flying, it's not in the lava.
And then it's going to make 2 slam attacks.
Okay. Go ahead and do your slam attacks with the elemental.
And since it's flanking, it's advantage, yes?
Yes.
+8.
+8. Okay, so the highest one there is a 24 to hit. For Daylon.
I see 27. Oh no, that's adding them together.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
silly.
Does the 24 hit Sir Daylon?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
13 plus 5, so that's 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And Sir Daylon, did you double checked your AC? I know it was up a bit. Just making sure. Okay. All right. So 18 bludgeoning damage from that attack.
And then here's the second. $20.
20 to hit.
Comes up.
Okay.
Straight over the head.
All right. So that's a miss.
Okay. That's it for the air element. Oh, I suppose the air element might say,
Okay, Lomax, you are up.
Okay, so where am I? I will move round to my right.
Okay.
In fact, no, I'll just my 30 feet. I'll just go up 30 foot.
Okay, so you're moving
Straight up. Where I'm-
up to 60 feet?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm marking you
Straight-
as
yep.
being 60 feet in the air.
And then I will shout out to Nova. Nova! Let me try and help you out a little and free you up. And I will cast Eldritch Blast at the hippo. Hippo? Elephant.
Yeah. Okay, let's have an Eldritch Blast attack roll at the elephant, please.
With advantage, because I'm in darkness.
24 to hit the elephant. I imagine that does hit.
It's an elephant, yeah. It's like the side of a barn. It's just
Okay, let's have your damage roll, please.
7.
For a total of 78 damage, I think has been done to the elephant.
Yep. So you got a 7. You only need to get 1. The elephant just starts to do that like early like 90s Transformer sound effect as it crunches back down into a little marble statue.
And the statue falls into the lava, being the central point of the elephant here. I'll say it.
Okay,
the
dude.
lava.
Take away a man's elephant, I get it.
And,
It was a white elephant.
And my other beam, I am going to fire at Little's construct.
Oi!
Okay, let's have that shot. 26 to hit, natural 20 on that one. So double damage. Not quite double, so the way we do the crits, and sometimes I forget this. So one of the dice gets maxed, and then we go with the first one. So that would be...
Is it just 2 D10 beams?
Pardon me?
It's like a D10 beam per shot, or how's that?
Yeah, you can, with Eldritch Blast at 5th level, you get 2 shots, and you can separate the targets.
Yeah, no, you rolled 2d10 because of the crit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So 18 damage, because we go, one of the die is maxed, and then the other one gets rolled. So 18 force damage for that.
16?
Nope. 10 plus 8.
Oh, I see, yeah.
All right.
Actually, is it force?
That is a...
It's force, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 18 force to the construct. Anything else for Lomax?
Yeah, that's a sizable chunk.
No, that's it.
It is now Little's turn.
All right. Trusting in our understanding about narrative flair, first I am going to stow my javelin as a free action, by which I mean I'm going to toss it straight up in the air and catch it after I finish my turn in proper campy style. While the javelin is in the air, Little is going to use his base action to trigger a spell scroll of heat metal. Flare-wise, he slaps it on Daylon's chest like a Naruto paper bomb. And that is 2d8 fire damage right off the top. And...
Okay, for the heat metal, is there a save?
No, it's just on him.
Okay.
Yeah. And he now has disadvantage on ability checks. Let me just pull up the damn spell.
Okay, I'm putting a magical effect token to represent the heat metal.
Yep. Manufactured metal object, in this case his suit of armor, causing it to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage when the spell is cast, and as a bonus action I can apply the damage again on my subsequent turns. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of until you get rid of the thing.
Concentration.
It's concentration.
Yeah, heat metal is a concentration spell.
Okay, putting that on there. This is just a giant pile of condition rings now.
All right. So Little is then going to catch his javelin. Hell, go big or go home. I will attempt to stab Dalon with it. Let me see. Would I be able to maneuver in such a way that I can confer advantage on myself by leveraging the construct's position? Well, actually, no. The air elemental already had it, so whatever. Okay.
Yeah, but they have it. Do you guys know of a rule that if there's already advantage being given by flanking on a target, does any additional attacker also get it, or do you have to still have someone cross base from you? If you guys don't know for sure, I can just look it up.
We don't have flank. We don't use flanking room.
Okay.
So.
All right. Let me check.
It always used to be a cross in it.
Yeah, whoever is directly across gets the bonus is how I've always seen it done when it's used.
Unless it's something where it's just like, oh, if you were more than one
That's
person. That's like it's like a rogue thing though, for that one specifically.
Tactics.
I know if you barbarian path of totem warrior, if you pick wolf, all your allies get advantage.
Well, my first roll was a 26.
Okay.
And just to be...
all right. Let me just jump back to it then.
Yeah.
Then we're
26.
good anyway. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let
I'm gonna burn the fate sphere and what's the reroll?
Okay. Fate Sphere used by Sir Dalon. That is your last one.
Sure is.
And 21 for the second roll.
Alrighty.
Deal.
All right. Lastly, Little just grins as the javelin deflects and whether he senses the fate sphere going off, whatever. He just grins and says in Draconic, "Sick 'em, boy." And at this point, the construct is going to go in for a grapple.
A grapple.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's have your athletics check for the construct. And Sir Dalon, you can either contest it with athletics or acrobatics.
Yep, at disadvantage too, because my metal's heated.
So the construct gets a +5 to athletics. So it's a total of 22.
All right, then in that case, you are grappled, Sir Dalon, so your speed is 0.
Okay, so according to the rules, I did some studying on this. According to the rules as laid out by grapple, if whoever's initiating the grapple moves at half speed, they can drag someone with them. The construct is going to rear up, grab Dalon by the scruff of the neck, and slam him face first into the lava by moving forward 5 feet.
Okay.
The air elemental's there.
Yeah.
Whichever direction gets him there. I mean, he has essentially 20 feet of movement. So.
Okay, so are you dragging him into the lava then?
So the construct is essentially just picking him up, carrying him over to the lava, and slapping him down full body into it.
Yeah. So I understand what you're trying to do, but like, the shove action would let you like push him towards the lava.
Okay.
But like the grapple alone holds him. I know you want to use your movement and you can drag him along to half your movement. But I just want to read to make sure that includes a push as opposed to a drag. So
yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah.
I think if you're grappling and trying to lift, it would have to be within your strength range.
What is the strength? Yeah, okay, but we're not.
So it's 15 times your strength score.
Yeah.
That's your carrying capacity. So if you're lifting it, you have to actually have 15 times. I've got 98 pounds plus 255 of my own body mass.
When you move, you can drag or carry the grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved. Okay, so you're essentially carrying him over to the edge and dropping him?
Holding him there, but yeah.
Dropping him, but continuing to grapple you.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much can your guardian lift?
That is a question to which I have no immediate answer. I will have to do some math. It has a strength characteristic of 14 and a athletics score of +5.
Okay, so 14 times 15.
210.
And how much do you
You're about-
weigh?
More
I
than
weigh-
that.
255 plus I'm wearing 98 pounds of gear.
Okay. So you can't lift him up. I would say if your construct goes into the lava first, it could drag him in with it, but it can't lift him up to deposit him.
Okay. Yeah, it'll go in with him, sure.
Okay. So it crosses through your space as difficult terrain, just 'cause that's the only path. So that's 5, 10, 15, and it goes out to 20, dragging the the rings all come down.
Did you make a Constitution saving throw for the Hunter's Mark?
Not yet. I'll do that now.
Hasn't taken damage yet.
Make one for the strike.
Took for the heat
Heat
metal.
metal, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That
Yeah, you don't care.
I would do that. Okay, no problem there. And then it was just the grapple. Okay, so entering the lava for the first time, it's 6d10 fire damage.
Okay.
So appropriate flaming dice.
That number.
Nice. Ah.
Clicking on them does not make them go away. Okay, there we go.
Dramatic.
31 fire damage, Sir Dalon.
Yep. Hold on. Just take that off. Okay. He's down.
Okay. Sir Dalon is down and falls prone in the lava.
You care to roll for the construct? Because if it takes even half that, it's down.
So yeah, then we'll say it's down. If you're telling me it's gone, then it's gone.
It's
Might as well roll.
it has it removed the damage I said it took. It was a lot of damage that Lomax did. It was like, how much was that, Stu? Do you remember?
18.
I should have written that
18,
down.
yeah.
Perfect, thank you. So it has, it only has 13 hit points left. So
Okay, well, I'll just roll them anyway, just to make sure. And it's
It's a
40.
Wow.
40 this time.
Ash.
Okay, so the concentration on Hunter's Mark automatically goes away. Sir Dalon, the construct is now gone. Right, and Sir Dalon, you are dying. Is there anything else for Little?
that's little done.
Okay. Xerxes, you are up. You are over here on the far side.
Yep. Always on the far side.
I'm on the outside.
Dave, can you give me a general guesstimation between the distance of Xerxes and the distance from Lomax's base height?
So, yeah, all you can see is a black circle from your point of view. It's at least 60, but I'd say just with the darkness spell, it's hard to gauge depth.
No, that's fair. Thank you for the tilt. I can actually count where I'm at now. Cool. I think the only hopping mechanism that I have available to me right now is to just due south, just along the parallels, just so jumping from where I am to like the second furthest small island, and then
This one?
yeah, little guy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, hopping over this. So 5, 10, 15 gets you to that one.
And then to the next island to the south. So another 10 to that island.
Yep.
25.
20, 25 gets you here.
And then another 10 to just like move me in the general horizontal axis of the other 3 characters, I guess.
Here?
Yeah, right there. That's good. Cool. Xerxes is going to just jump, just like crazy lizard jump from like a small island to small island to small island to small island. As he does, he probably at this point looks up and sees just like the elephant both shrink down and then disappear under the lava. Just takes a big deep breath, just kind of quickly roars out, "You killed my dog!" And is going to take a big dramatic breath, go out of rage, so that he can cast another prismatic spray forward in a 60 feet line. Cone, but like forward, which goes 60 feet this way and 60 feet that way, and I don't know, into the lava.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not enough to reach Lomax from there. You would get Novar.
Am I less than 20 feet out from hitting the base of Lomax?
Yeah, 65. 65.
35. I don't have it. I don't have to get to this third small island I want to jump to. All right. Then it's just the one man in front of me. Prismatic spray. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, sir.
I'm going to use my final fate sphere to re-roll this. Wow.
Oh.
It's on brand. Cool. I think last time we did, I rolled a d8, so I'll go ahead and toss it at you now.
Yeah.
Looks like.
So, wait, just to be clear, are you putting the center of the axis along the straight line towards Novar and Lomax?
Yes.
Okay. Then just let me...
So it would go 60 feet out and then 60 feet in a diagonal.
Okay, I just
Or
need
not.
to
I don't know.
count something.
Pythagorean's theorem. Guys, somebody help me out.
Okay, so it does not get little in that case. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nice try, Monkey Paw.
No, I just double checking the maths.
Ooh. Oofta.
That's a 4. Nothing exciting, nothing fancy. That's just going to be the light ripping from his face as he just roars out, turns green, and with it comes 10d6 poison damage.
6 poison. All right, go ahead and roll the 10d6.
32.
32.
That was 60-10.
Oh. You're right. Let me go ahead and not be dyslexic for like 5 seconds here. Sorry, I'm so used to doing elephant stuff, guys. I miss them.
It's about the same, I think. I mean,
Could be mathematically.
Yeah. Be hilarious if it was 32.
31. Okay.
That's halved. So what is that?
15.
So 15.
Yeah,
All right,
15 poison damage.
50. Cool.
And then with my second action, I'm gonna huck an axe. Not my favorite axe, just another different axe. And that's just gonna be a basic attack. 22.
Who are you throwing it at? Me?
Oh yeah, the only guy I can hit with an axe.
Okay.
Axe guy, axe radius guy.
Does prismatic spray count as an attack?
It does. Like a spell attack. Yeah.
Let me see.
But it was a save though, right? It wasn't a.
Yeah, it's a save.
Yeah.
It's not a. Yeah, never mind.
So
It's a spell.
I don't think it was a targeted attack. Like you didn't have to do an attack roll.
Yeah. Yeah, roll your.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
22 hits in that case.
Just a regular D6 +4 +2 because I'm angry. Oh no, sorry, not +2 because I'm angry. I'm calm angry. So just a regular 7.
Half to 4.
Half to 3.
3.
Half to
Half
3.
to 3.
Yeah, drop. If it's uneven, drop one and then halve it.
Ow.
And then I think that's it. I think that's it for old Xerxes.
All right, Novar, it's your turn.
Yep. Bonus action. Gotta take a potion of superior healing, which is 8d4 plus 8.
Okay, let's have that healing magic.
28 points of healing.
28 back. That's your bonus action.
Yes. He's not that close to me, so I don't have to disengage. I'm going to. I just saw my boy go down in the lava, so I'm going to use my movement and a dash to make it over to Sir Dalon over in the lava, which will give that 70 feet of movement.
70 feet of movement. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
If I can circumvent the air elemental in any way, I will do it.
So 60 would get you to here. How much did you say you had?
I had 70 with the dash. I still have another 10 feet of movement.
Okay, and you're looking to get right up next to him?
Yeah, I want to get him out of the fire.
I mean, I think that provokes at this point, doesn't it?
What's the
attack of opportunity.
range on the air elemental?
5 feet. But it looks like she's gotten shifted away from the island. I can't really tell in the mess of everything there.
Yeah, so I think just when Sir Dalon fell, I mean, the air elemental was right up against it, so no, it does not provoke.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the air elemental
also
was right up against Sir Dalon when he was standing right where Novar is standing now. So
And I would try. I still had another 10 feet of movement, so I definitely would have tried to skirt around so I wouldn't get hit best as possible.
yeah, well, you're okay because
So,
yeah,
yeah.
it's only if you leave the range.
Yes. Yes, entering the range, not leaving. Leaving the range, not entering.
Exactly.
I believe. And that'll end my turn as I run away from the freaking angry little lizard man that keeps hurting me.
Okay.
Which one?
The only one that's done so.
So
So screams a lot over there.
Sir Dalon, that makes it your turn. So I do need a death saving throw from you.
Okay, I'm just figuring out how to I'll just do a d20.
17 is a pass, so a success on that. So you have 1 success. Now, at the end of your turn, however, you take the lava damage, and now that you're prone, it's 10d10. What's your HP max right now?
Am I not out of the lava?
He got up to you. He was not able to pull you out.
I use my action to get to you.
Okay. My max is 57 at the moment.
Okay, so if this is
More than that, then I die. Oh.
68.
I'll spend a fate spear, if I can say it, to make you re-roll that, Dave.
Okay, so it's to reroll any one die, so we can reroll a d10. Well, like one of the ones that was 10. Right, you can't re-roll all of the dice. It's just a die.
What were we on, Cole?
Pardon me?
Sorry, I'm on 57's my max.
Yeah, even removing a 10 would still be over.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work, is it?
Oh.
Sir Dalon, do you know of anything within the rules of Crucible of Fate that could keep you alive?
No, I'm just going to let the halo shine.
See you in the PvP.
I will say one last line, though, on the way out.
Yeah.
Okay. As he's burning up in the lava, he's just like wrenching and turning. And he reaches his hand out to the sky and says, "My vengeance shall not rest. I will rise again."
Yeah, and no Fate Spheres left either, man. So I'm sorry, Cole, but you have been at least eliminated from this bracket of the Crucible of Fate. But certainly we will see you in PvP, I hope, man.
Definitely will be seeing me in PvP. Best of luck to everyone else. Hey, I've enjoyed this, and I am very proud to be part of that Dirty Dozen.
All right, man.
Glad you're a part of it, Cole.
We'll catch you on the Discord, my friend.
A salute.
Good run, man. Good run.
Cool.
Okay, take it easy, man.
My well-bred warriors. See you guys.
Later.
Yep.
So that completes round 2. We are at the top of round 3. Water talking. It is your turn.
So Water shuts out. So everyone saw the elephant, right? That wasn't just me? Oh, Wispy, go after the other paladin guy right in front of you with the ears. And then she's gonna make another stealth check to try and run around to somewhere else.
Okay, let's have that stealth check.
Sure. A little better?
19. As you take the hide action, as your cunning action. Anybody have a passive perception of 19 or higher? No?
Not me.
Okay, then I will remove you from the board. Do you need reference for letters and numbers there? Is that good enough?
I think this should get me somewhere achievable. I just messaged you.
Okay. I have marked that down. Board. It is now the Air Elemental's turn, and it is flanking, so go ahead and make your slam attacks at advantage against Novar.
Just a review, what are the conditions on Novar right now?
He has a potion of invulnerability, so he's been taking half damage.
That's it. Okay, just...
Why does it have advantage?
Flanking. Well, sorry. You're right.
construct's
That was an assumption. That depends on whether Little is currently engaging you. So, Little, I would just put it to you. Are you like aggressively engaging with Novar so that you're considered like hostile to him or not?
I would say that I would definitely be hostile to him based on
I honestly forgot
not any
you were
action
over
against
there.
each other, but past interactions and observations. Yeah, I'd be hostile.
Okay. So yeah, that would make it flanking Novar.
Well, that makes my choice easy then. Yeah, the air elemental will go for the slam of attacks.
Okay, let's have the first one.
Sure.
16 plus 8 for a 24 to hit Novar.
That hits.
Let's have the damage.
That's +5, so that's 19. So 9 damage when you're reduced.
Yep.
I got that right?
Yep, you do.
Yeah, I genuinely did not see Little over there. I thought that was Dalen's mini that I was running towards.
Well, guy.
Oh dear.
Natural 20 on that one. Oh, double. Well, not quite double, but let's roll your. Actually, no.
First, before I do that, I would like to use my reaction to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Yeah, if there was a time to use it.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and roll Hellish Rebuke damage. Is there a
It
dex
needs to make
save?
it. It needs to make a dex save.
Okay. Dex save for the
14.
elemental, please.
Okay. Not that great though.
Plus.
Why is it adding plus D8? I don't know why it's doing that, but so that's a 12 in total.
It will take. Okay, that fails. It will take the full. Let me cast. Wow, that's a shitty roll. Par for the course. That is 5 fire damage.
Oh man.
By fire.
Well, I will say this: fire is one of the few things that it doesn't have resistance from. So I guess some of the air looks a little more smoky now.
Yeah, it's starting to look like Canadian wildfires up here. Okay.
Ooh, topical.
Won't be topical in a month when people are watching it. Okay, we need your damage. Just give me the regular damage, okay?
Okay,
Water.
there we go.
Okay, so you rolled a 2d8, but it was a critical hit, which means we max out the original dice. So 16 plus your 4, so 20 bludgeoning damage.
+5 from its normal damage bonus.
25 bludgeoning damage coming towards Novar, reduced to 12.
Oh, thank God for that. Potion. Ow.
Okay, so is that it for the air elemental?
Yeah.
It is now Lomax's turn. And Lomax, you now have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
As you were soulbound with Sir Dalon.
All right,
When a
spicy.
soulbound person dies, the other one takes a bit of the hit too. So I believe with 2 levels of exhaustion, the first one is all ability checks are disadvantage, and then with second level, your movement is reduced by half.
And I think attack rolls are at disadvantage as well.
I think that's 3rd level of exhaustion, isn't
Is
it?
that 3?
Yeah.
Yes, 3rd.
Right.
So
Well,
it's-
what I'm going to do is won't make a difference at the minute. I will move slightly 15 foot if my half movement then to the right.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this exhausted. Yeah, so you're gonna fly 15 feet to the right.
Yeah. Actually, no. How far am I away from? Sorry, Dave. How far am I away from the island with everybody on it?
The island with those two, you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 away from them.
45, right? Okay, just.
But you're also 60 feet up.
In that case, Lomax, you don't see this, but he reaches under his cloak, drags out a necklace from his belt, throws it onto the island.
Ooh.
4 beads.
4 bead fireball. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Lordy.
Gets thrown in between the two.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Not fussed.
Straight down into here. All right. How much damage is a 4 bead fireball?
Right, so
11d6, I think.
Yeah.
12, I think.
12.
Well,
Math.
Oh, no, yeah,
it's
you're
11. It's 11.
11.
I know this because I too have the same necklace.
Okay. So we need
It goes up on impact.
dex.
Imitation is the satiric form of flattery.
I need a dex save from Novar first. $23. Okay, I imagine that passes. Now I need one for little one.
Alrighty, so I do have advantage on this, but that's not going to cut it.
No, it's a 15.
That's even worse.
Okay, so Novar makes it.
Boy.
So he'll be taking quarter damage,
I think I would like to spend a Fate Sphere to attempt to re-roll.
all right, little one uses his 5th Fate Sphere. Go ahead and re-roll that saving throw.
I'll cancel it.
Okay.
Ooh, rude.
Lomax uses his 5th to cancel it.
All right, let's see how it is.
11d6.
So, okay.
No, I'm little. If you have something to say, now's the time.
No, I don't have anything to say yet.
Okay. Okay. 39 damage. So little, that's 39 fire coming your way.
Now I'm going to say it. In response, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements to give myself resistance and take half damage.
All right. So you take 19 fire.
Okay.
Novar,
Ow.
you take 9 fire.
Sorry.
Ow.
Oh. How yourself?
Okay. Lomax, anything else for you?
I believe my air elemental should have made a dex save as
Yeah,
well.
you're right. Yeah, let's have that.
Yep.
Keep
Apologize.
everyone honest here.
So DC 15 dex save. It has a +5. It gets a 19. So it took, what did we say? 19?
19.
19, okay.
fire.
It's still wisping.
I'll just move another 15 foot up, Dave.
Okay, 75 you are now at?
Yeah.
Well, there was a ceiling in here. You did say there was a ceiling.
I did say there was a ceiling.
Hit the tape.
I believe 60 was the cap. I believe where Lomax was at was as high as he could go.
Okay, hold on. Let's double
Oh,
check.
fair enough.
It won't take me long to find that. Got the video right here.
Never mind.
So I made a mistake, guys. I said that the ceiling was 20 feet tall.
Oh, that's a lot shorter.
All right, call Cole back. We got to redo this whole thing.
I don't think that changes anything though at all. Right? Just that Lomax
It
is
did
20
change
feet
anything.
in the air, not 75.
Yeah.
But it didn't
Yeah,
affect
no worries.
any like actions or like attacks or anything, I don't think. Nope. Okay, so I'm just gonna mark Lomax as being 20 feet. Okay, I heard Little, you need to make a concentration check on your heat metal. No, that's gone.
No, I don't. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can just drop concentration on for free if you like, which there's no point in having it.
Okay. So Lomax, was that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then little one, it is you in round 3. You are up.
All right. First order of business. Going to chug myself a potion of greater healing.
Okay, bonus action. We need that 4d4 plus 4.
Well, I rolled a... Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
okay, I see it there. Why didn't my... Oh, there it is. Okay, 9 HP. Nope, 13 back.
Right.
Yep.
And, So that's Xerxes in the corner with the yellow ring, right?
Yep, that's right. Green ring, yellow
Okay.
base. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to make 3 javelin attacks with advantage against Novar. And if any...
What was the point of asking that?
I might have moved to arrange some sort of line of sight. I don't know. I was just checking. But, so the first hit is going to do an extra d6 of fire damage, but...
I'm gonna use it. No, it's not my turn. I already used my fucking reaction. Shit, never mind.
Okay, hold on. Let's start with an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. First attack.
But it is at advantage.
Advantage. 16.
16 hit Novar?
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. All right.
Second attack. And
Second
just,
attack.
just so you guys know, you can right click on the attack to select advantage, and it'll do it for you.
That's handy. Thank you. Yeah, so a 20
Yes,
or...
Hit.
Yeah, I'll go with the 20. Okay, so the 20 hits, that's...
I'm down.
Oh,
Okay, so 9 brings you down, Novar.
Well, 9 have to. I like even half. I'm going to go to 0.
Okay, so if you
and
have
that-
4.
yeah, fire damage is wasted then.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just make the third attack, which against a prone target, isn't that just an automatic hit and
No,
2?
you still need to make your attack roll, but you
Something.
have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be because I'm prone? Isn't it a disadvantage?
No, that's for
Melee attack.
ranged attacks.
Only
No,
melee.
Oh,
Ranged attacks further than 5 feet away. You can make a ranged attack standing over someone, and it's still crit.
Okay, yeah, 18.
Does an 18 hit Novar?
that is my armor class.
Yep, so that does hit. Then that is an automatic crit, so you take 2 death save fails.
2.
Melee attack within 5 feet.
And yeah, Little will just stop there, have his interpose his shield between him and the floating black ball over there.
Okay, that makes it Xerxes' turn.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, Xerxes, again, always the furthest point in the map, is going to just scream, yell across the way, just, black ball, my dog dead! And is going to just start running. I got 40 feet of natural movement. Dave, let's see how much of that check we can cash.
You're running towards the black sphere, right?
Oh, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 would get you to here.
With my haste action, I would like to use the dash action, if you would be so kind.
Okay, dash action.
Another 40, please.
Another 40. All right. So
Not directly under the ball, but like
under the ball adjacent.
Okay, so 5, 10 gets you here, 15, 20, 25 gets you on the edge of the sphere of darkness.
Which is a 15-foot radius or a 20-foot radius?
It's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, that makes sense for a lizard. Cool. He's not going to go into the darkness. That's where the dark lives. He's going to, just open his mouth and scream, just, "Get out! Now!" And just, again, light's just going to rip from his headdress as he casts Prismatic Spray. That's going to be another dexterity saving throw for anyone currently residing in the Black Sphere.
Okay, just a moment. I
How
am.
many gems you got on that thing?
So many gems. So many gems.
That is ridiculous.
Okay,
Dave initially described it as bedazzled.
whenever you make an
I did.
Whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I can spend a luck point and roll an additional d20.
Nice.
So I will use my luck and roll this with advantage. Basically. Dex saving throw.
Yep.
So 18.
An 18 is the difficulty class. That is Dex 18.
Okay, so half damage.
And let's find out what thing happens. That is a 5. Oh, blue. All right, cool. We're hitting all the colors of the rainbow today. A blue prismatic beam of light enters the darkness, and you take 10d6 cold damage, or half as much on a successful save.
Okay, so let's have that 10d6. See what the dice gods have to
comes-
say.
Chilly set of d6s.
39 halved is 19 cold for Lomax.
19.
And I need a concentration check, which is DC
Concentration.
10.
I've got Warcaster, so it's with advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
On save at advantage, needing a 10. 11. So you do maintain
Ooh.
concentration on that. Okay, so that was the dash action, and then the second hasted action was the helm. Is that it for Xerxes?
That is it. You are currently out of bite range.
Novar, it is your turn. You're down, so I need a death saving throw, please.
I come back up.
20, natural 20.
Hey!
Whoa!
So you are conscious, you gain a hit point, but you're still prone. However, I would say that
It,
it's not immediately apparent that you are back to anyone. Just are conscious.
it's still prone, so I get my turn, correct?
Yep, you do. Yeah, you do.
Let's see. Holy shit.
That's crazy, man.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Clutch roll.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
When it counts.
I
When it
still-
counts.
Yeah.
I am going to use my bonus action to immediately chug a greater healing potion.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have the
That is
44 plus
that's
4.
44 plus 4. 7, so 11.
11 back.
Fuck it, this is a good time. And then my action is going to be using all of my healing pool to heal myself for 25.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So just for
Okay.
clarity, which ability is it?
This is my healing hands.
Lay
on hands, excuse me.
Lay on hands? Yep. Okay. Lay on hands for 25.
And I'm going to use, all 25 of it.
All right. Anything else for Novar?
I will use half my... Actually, could I roll it? If they don't see it, could I roll either a deception or a persuasion check to make them think I'm still dead?
I would say...
Not if you drink a potion in front of us.
Yeah,
Persuasion check,
drinking the
just like, hey,
potion
guys,
would be
I'm
hard.
dead, believe me.
He's got a still suit. It's a little.
You know what, though? I will give you a sleight of hand, and maybe you fell with your back to...
Okay. Just straight up sleight of hand. Let me roll it. That's a 21.
Nice.
21. So, Little, what's your passive perception?
Only 14.
Okay.
And like I said, I was facing the magic 8 ball. So.
Okay. Air Elemental passive perception?
That's a good point.
Probably not a 21.
No way it's going to be able to do that.
Okay. So,
That's
yeah,
high.
I'm going to give that to Novar. I think for the dramatic recovery and the high sleight of hand, no one noticed that he's done a couple of things to heal himself. And,
That is my turn.
okay. And I thought I heard you start to say you wanted to use half but you're staying prone, are you?
I was I'm gonna stay prone.
Okay.
I was gonna use half my movement to stand back up.
That's
but
what I figured.
That's when I switched to should I lie? Yes, I should lie.
Okay, water talking. It is your turn at the top of round 4.
Well, this is tough because I don't want to metagame here, but I mean, the air elemental is right there to smash. So.
Would you have taken made the killing blow?
Yeah, from my perspective, do I feel like a killing blow was made, I guess is the question. Because if not, it'd keep smashing.
Okay.
Should I make some sort of check for that? I don't know how to do this fairly.
Yeah, I know, it's a good point. I'm inclined to say your air elemental should make an intelligence check. I'd say for you, there may possibly be a line of sight issue. So, air elemental intelligence check. And before you roll it, I'm gonna say the DC, and I'm open to suggestions here, but I'm gonna say it's 15.
Well, I mean, does it really matter what it thinks? Because I'm the one that's going to give it a command.
But you already
right?
commanded it to attack, so...
I did, but it's my turn right now before it.
Okay.
So, am I going to command it to attack something else, or let it keep attacking? Right?
So I'm gonna say that your line of sight was obscured, so you really have no idea what's been happening from that point of view.
Well, then in that case, then it would keep attacking.
Okay.
Right? If I couldn't see what's going on.
Okay. Sounds good. So you give the order to attack?
I mean, I don't need to. I gave the attack for it to go, and until I know otherwise, I'm not going to give it another attack.
Okay.
Another command, I should say.
All right. Sounds good.
So I will make a stealth roll to move, though.
Yep. Go ahead and roll. Sean, did your note to me get resolved?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was a half an hour ago. All right, sorry.
I said that yes confidently, like I remember what we were talking about. We're good. It's fine.
There we go. I think I should be able to get over here.
I'm just marking that down. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
And your stealth was a 17? Does anyone have a passive 17 or greater?
Not a perception.
Yeah, okay. Passive perception. Alright, it's the air elemental's turn. Go ahead and make your attack rolls at advantage since the target is prone. (19 + 8 is a 27 to hit Novar. Go ahead and roll your damage on the first attack.
Six plus 5 is 11, so
11 bludgeoning to
Resistance.
Novar. Cut to 5.
Still going to be halved. Yeah, so 5.
Second attack.
Thank God it's not a magical effect that ends when you go down.
15
Just a minute.
plus 8 is a 23 to Novar. I believe that's a hit.
Yep.
Another damage roll for the air elemental. Slam.
17.
Bludgeoning damage cut to 8. That's it for the air elemental.
And yeah, Wispy's all done. No, Wispy'll scream.
Okay, Lomax, your turn. You're 20 feet up.
20 feet up and 45 away, but I've got... Okay. You move me 15 feet. Diagonal towards... between the two pillars that are like stuck up. So...
15 feet.
Diagonal towards the other court. Yeah, towards the pillar opposite me that stood up. 15 feet that way.
This one? Or
No, the other
this
one. That one.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get into... If Xerxes decides to blast me again, then it's 60 foot, so therefore it'll hit little at the back of me. And he's got a choice.
I'm gonna move you to the edge. So you're actually you're 20 feet up, but you're in this square right next to it. I just can't get the...
Yeah.
So here's an odd question. Does magical darkness maintain its effects while it's within the radius of magical light?
So it depends on if the magical light is a higher level. If they're light, I mean the light one is cantrip, right? So darkness would just obliterate it. But if you cast something, if you upcast any sort of light spell and it beats the magical darkness, then it eliminates it.
Yeah, I was just wondering because like Daylon had a sunblade, which had he moved it within, that might have circumvented the light.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if there was anything like it's a very shiny hat. I don't know if that makes light.
Yeah, so I don't believe there's anything under the features, correct me if I'm wrong, of the helm that it emits light constantly.
There absolutely is, but it's dim light.
Oh, okay.
So not second level plus magical light. Still magical, but like 30 feet radius of night.
Okay.
Night, light.
Right, so Lomax, you have moved?
Yeah, moved to there.
Yeah.
As a bonus action. Where are we? Bonus action. I'm gonna drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay. Oh, I don't even see the dice roll yet. But you're saying it's 15?
Yeah, I rolled 11.
Okay, so I mean, we'll go ahead with it being 15.
It's in the game log.
For your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Little.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll at advantage. Unseen attacker.
Oof.
18 to hit, little, not enough.
Nope. Okay. second bolt.
Which blast slams into the lava. $23 this time.
23.
Nope. My armor class is currently... I have +2 bone half plate and 14 dexterity, putting me at 19. I have a +1 shield, putting me at 22. The Iron Stone of Protection is still up, and I'm at 23. And I have haste up, so I'm at 25 AC.
Wow.
Whoa. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, that's it for Lomax.
Yeah.
Little, it is your turn.
So, with Novar having been pummeled by an air elemental, is he enough? Did he put on enough of a did he continue the charade? Did he put on enough of a performance that?
I'm gonna say, Novar, if you want to continue your performance of not reacting to being pummeled by the air elemental, I'd say a Constitution check would be a good measure.
Just straight con.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight rows. There it goes. 12.
No, I'm gonna say that's not enough. I think Little would be aware of some sort of sound coming out of you as you've been slammed twice by the air elemental.
Alright, yeah.
Right, with that, just gonna open up again. Yeah. So, advantage. God, that's handy.
27 would hit.
So that's 11 magical piercing, so 5.
It's magical, so it's...
It doesn't matter if it's magical.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 5.
Once more. That is a natural 20.
Okay, so let's have that damage roll.
Oh, wow, the auto.
Oh, and I'm going to use another thing.
Fate Sphere?
What's it called? Reaction.
Yeah,
Reaction.
Hellish
Hellish
Rebuke.
Yeah, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, the first attack?
Yes.
Okay, dex save for Little.
Okay. What?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Sorry,
Wow.
but
Wow.
I mean, you still take half, but whatever.
yeah.
You take 6 points of...
5, yeah, 5 because we round down.
Or 5
Yeah.
points of fire.
Ow.
Which does provoke a concentration attack, or are you no longer concentrating on anything?
No, I'm not concentrating on anything.
I'm just going to remove the ring.
And make my last... Oh, wait, did I...
Got to do the
roll
damage for that natural 20.
No, you did do damage.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just add another 6, I suppose.
Yep, so 17 reduced to 8.
And add the 6. Another 2.
Oh, that was for... What's that ability?
What's this for?
This was for the... I thought I had missed the critical.
Oh, no, the way crits work,
be
so
wrong.
your first 1d6 had 6
Oh.
added to it, right? So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, we're square,
That's actually what I do.
square with that, so,
Yeah. Cool. So I'll just make my last attack then. And... Okay. 20.
dirty 20.
20 to hit me?
Yep.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
And a grand total of 3 damage.
That's fine.
And I will just pass the turn.
Okay, so that's it for Little. Xerxes, it's your turn.
Xerxes is gonna island hop. He's gonna go to the current south. So from where he's standing, just a 10-foot hop to the other island.
Okay, yeah. So 5, 10.
And Lomax is like the full 20-foot height.
Well, yeah, the center. So you mean you're getting like almost a bottom hemisphere of a darkness circle. So yeah. By the shape of the sphere, you can tell that he's up at the ceiling.
Yeah, then Xerxes is gonna keep yelling into this black orb. Come out! Why stay inside? And just again, another prismatic spray is gonna shoot out. But like, cocked to a way to not interrupt Fun Island over there. That seems to be its own general thing.
Okay, so dex save from Lomax, please.
Yeah, I will give myself advantage by spending a second luck point. Oh dear.
Oh.
An 8 will not cut it.
But I will spend a fate sphere, my last one.
Lomax is using fate sphere.
To re-roll. Don't re-roll the whole thing, Dave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you joking?
Why we haven't seen it yet. A 10. 10. No, not going to meet the DC of 18, I believe it was.
That is going to be another friendly D8. Which is... Man, we're getting all the flavors. Beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
lucky 7.
I mean, blue didn't do it, red didn't do it, but their powers combined, violet light streaks out from this headdress from this lizard folk. On a failed save, the target is blinded. It must also make a wisdom saving throw at the start of my next turn. A successful save ends the blindness. However, if it fails that save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence of the GM's choosing and is no longer blinded. Typically, a creature that is on a plane that isn't their home plane is banished home, while other creatures are usually cast into the astral or ethereal planes.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So you just gave someone a possible get out of jail free card.
Just a minute. If Dave's kind, I escape the Crucible of Fate.
I'm not kind.
Oh, that was perfect.
That's a win-win.
Oh,
Okay.
that needs to go in the trailer.
So there's no damage for that one, Xerxes?
Nope. He's just blinded. He has to make a save again at the beginning or end of my next turn. So that is my action. My second action, I'm going to throw my axe, not my good axe, just my second not great axe. And I assume it's with disadvantage because I'm just kind of hurling it into the abyss.
Yeah, but does the blinded condition make attacks against him at advantage, so it's a straight roll?
As far as I know, yeah. I spent a long time casting blindness as a bard. So, I could be conditions up. Why am I even? Yeah, attack rolls have advantage. Yep.
So it's a straight roll on this.
Flat roll.
Wow.
Great roll. Yeah, Xerxes just throws his second hand axe just wildly into the abyss. For a 25.
25 to hit. Okay, let's have the damage roll on that axe.
There we go.
Okay. 5. It does still provoke a concentration check, so I do need a con save. And Are you using?
Hey.
It's Warcaster Feat.
Sorry, what was that?
Warcaster Feat. It gives you advantage on con saves on spells.
Okay. Yep. So 19, no problem. You maintain your concentration. You took your 5 damage. Anything else from Xerxes?
No, Xerxes is just frustrated. He's going to use the remainder of his movement to just like start pacing slowly 5 feet more to the south, while just kind of staring at this orb, and just like yell out into the general area, "No one see this!" And that is his turn.
Okay, Novar, it is your turn.
I'm going to use half my movement to stand up, which is a weird thing because I have 35 feet of movement, so I don't know what that leaves me with. I'm going to use my bonus action to drink another potion. Just a normal healing potion, so 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
And I rolled back, so I'm back up to 18. God, how am I still here? And then I'm going to use my act. Who is, besides the air elemental and Little, who is within 30 feet of me that I can see?
Within 30 feet of you that you can see?
Yeah, besides the 2 that are right in front of me.
No.
It has to, and if they can't see, it has no bearing on that. I have to see them.
No, not within 30. But I just want to check one quick thing here. Just going back. Okay, no, it's all good. So it's only Little that's within 30 feet that you can see.
The air elemental's not there?
Oh, and the air elemental, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my channel divinity to make them make a wisdom saving throw. And what they see is Novar basically doesn't sit up, kind of just pops up like somehow it's just like the Matrix when Mr. Smith does hits the wall ground and just comes up like that. His mouth is kind of slack and his eyes are super wide. You see necrotic energy filling them as they go over black, and I'm using my channel divinity to make a wisdom saving throw for both. I guess water has to make one for the air elemental and Little has to make one for themselves.
Okay. 15 from Little.
You little shit. Yeah, you said.
It's a straight 6.
Straight 6. Okay.
I have fought a dragon. You do not frighten me, elf. Lost badly, but we don't talk about that.
So for the next minute, on a failure, the target is frightened of you for 1 minute. If it moves more than 30 feet away from me, it can attempt another saving throw.
Okay.
That is my action, and then I will use what remains of my movement to get away.
Okay.
I will take whatever attack of opportunity I get from Little, but I don't know what fear does because the air elemental is now frightened of me.
Okay. Just quick check. Air elemental is not immune to fear, I assume.
No.
Okay. And does it say that it has to move as far away as possible?
The only way for it to no longer be frightened of me is for it to get 30 feet away from me. Otherwise, it'll remain frightened.
Okay, but the frightened condition itself, it just means you can't move closer to the source of your fear, right? It doesn't force you to move away. Those are special things.
Willingly move.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
I do believe.
Yeah.
Ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay. So which direction do you want to move, Novar?
Whichever route I believe I don't have to make an athletics check. I'm not going towards I guess this middle island. I'll try to get to there.
This one?
I'm gonna have to make a check though.
Yeah, to jump to here, you need to make a check.
Could I
But going
Could
this way,
I-
you might not need to.
could I argue an acrobatics check instead of athletics?
Oh yeah, I'd give you that.
Okay, I'd make an athletics check because I am dex based, so I'm definitely doing unnecessary flips to get across.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that to get over there.
Go for it. And I mean,
The
what
Matrix push up into a back handspring.
the DC is low anyway. Yeah, you're fine, man. You're fine.
Yay.
Okay.
Nice
Yeah,
cartwheels.
So can I still make my attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as I get to that edge, I just full blown do like a unnecessary spins across. It just as I get slashed, as I maybe sort of get slashed in the back, possibly.
Okay, go for it, little.
Right.
Advantage?
The air elemental?
Oh right, yeah, he's still there. Yeah. Okay.
Is it directly? Would it be directly across from me at that point, though?
Yeah, it's before you move. It's before you actually
Okay,
move
okay.
that it engages.
Okay.
6 cut to 3. And that used
That was what was
25 of your movement to get over there.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm just out here surviving, like the tweet said.
All right. So
How the hell am I still here?
that is the end of round 4, guys. Top of round 5, water talking.
Okay, so would you say I have a clear line of sight on Novar? I believe I do.
Yeah.
So, seeing that Wispy is looking all agitated, I will. You know what? I will wait until to say something to Wispy until after I do what I'm going to do, which is I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on Novar.
Okay. Let's have your attack roll with advantage since you are an unseen attacker.
And I get to apply my invocations based on if I hit, so I will wait to see how we do. And this has an additional +1 because of the wand that I'm using. For some reason I couldn't get that to add on.
25
25 to hit.
would hit Novar, if I'm not mistaken.
I will be using a repelling blast and a lance of lethargy. So he is pushed 10 feet into the lava, and his speed is reduced by 10 feet on his next turn.
Oof. Okay, let's roll the damage first.
10.
Straight 10 force.
Yeah.
So 5.
Yep, so 5 force damage.
Yeah. Do you want to take care of the lava before the second beam?
I think that would be your call. Are you putting both of them at the same target or not?
I'm putting both of them on the same target.
Okay, then go ahead and roll
I
it.
don't.
Or you wanna do?
I did the beam. He's pushed 10 feet. His speed is reduced by 10, and now I'm gonna shoot my second beam, but he's in the lava now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
with the
Am I?
with the
How do I end up in the lava?
It's-
Okay.
I repel you by
Okay.
10 feet.
repelling blast,
Gotcha.
Repelling
yeah.
blast.
So Novar's still up, so he won't be going into the lava prone. He'll be going into it standing up. So it's 6d10 fire.
Yeah.
So Novar, that is 41 fire damage as you enter the lava for the first time on your turn. is down.
Is that halved?
It is halved. It's halved to 20. I'm still down.
And now you can make your second attack, but he's prone against a ranged attack now, so it'd be a straight roll. Well, here's a question. Do both beams get treated as unseen attacker? It's
No, you can fire it
my location's revealed, but I'm still invisible, so so they know which square I'm in, I would imagine, but I'm invisible on that square.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I hit my mic.
Yep. So
That's
it's a straight roll.
One spell, multiple beams, right? Like
Yeah.
it would be like Scorch Ray, like that's one thing, three things.
Oh, did we lose?
Oh, something's terrible.
He popped his mic.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's a
I
straight
hit my mic and it blew everything up.
straight roll.
Okay. With additional plus. Oh, guess not.
Okay. Second one misses in that case.
Okay. So, next question. If he is down, does the frightened condition end on the air elemental?
The only way to get it off is to make another wisdom saving throw because I'm still very scary. It has
You're
nothing.
unconscious. Okay.
It doesn't say anything about me being down as being a part of it.
Yeah.
It's just that my body is still very frightening over there.
Yep. It's not more calming as he's starting to burn. That doesn't calm anybody down. Okay.
Is there any way for Wispy to move into the darkness, or does that count as moving closer? I think it would count as moving closer to Novar.
I mean, you could skirt the outer edge, and that wouldn't get you any closer.
Like, I want to tell Wispy to attack the darkness, but obviously, if I don't think that's possible.
The elemental's large, correct?
Yes.
Currently 15 feet. So, yeah, you could move the elemental into the darkness by like skirting around.
Wispy, take care of whatever's in that darkness. And with that, I will make a stealth check and try and move around.
How far? Well, I guess you gave that.
But
command.
everyone would know where I attacked from, so...
What does the air elemental
worth them knowing
have
that.
for senses?
Oh, good question. Dark vision, 60 feet.
Okay, so it's blind as soon as it goes in. And you want it just like here, say?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So that's it. You did your other stealth? Nope, I need a stealth.
Yeah, I just thought you might want to reveal where I am right now, since I revealed my location with the attack.
Yep, okay, so
Just so they can guess where I might be going next, I guess.
yeah, the source of the attacks was here, everyone. 25 stealth.
I'm unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a bud.
Again.
Could you spin us 90 degrees, please?
Sure, this way?
Yeah, sure. A little bit more. Okay, I think I got it. I believe that puts me on an island I can reach with 60 feet of movement.
Okay, yeah, just send me the, okay. All right, Lomax, it's your turn.
Oh no, the air elemental gets to go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Is water wearing a cloak of invisibility?
No. Not a cloak.
Oh, you're right. I'm no longer
A potion.
invisible.
I was
That's
gonna
right.
say
The potion would have been done.
A potion
The
or a
potion
potion
popped.
or a spell. Once you make an attack roll, it ends.
Yeah, so
Solid roll,
I'm
yeah.
totally visible.
I thought so. Yeah, that's why I asked
Yeah.
if it were a cloak. Because I don't know if a cloak does. I think the cloak allows
No.
you to.
There we go.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the.
Yeah, thank you for that. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
The rings of power.
The main reason I chose darkness and not invisibility is because I knew I'd be attacking. So
Air elemental.
Air elemental. Attacking at disadvantage.
But
Right.
he's blinded, so
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Normal.
it's a wash.
All right. Well, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Second slam.
No.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay. The air elemental is very scared of the unconscious paladin.
Yep. Okay. That makes it Lomax's turn.
okay. Bonus action: drink my elixir of health, which removes the blinded condition.
Right. Elixir of health. Does it also remove
Nice.
exhaustion?
No, it's
That's the potion of vitality.
Oh yeah.
yeah, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Okay, you are
How
no
you
longer
drink a
blind.
potion when you're paralyzed, I don't know. And then I will Eldritch Blast water.
Okay. Have that attack roll. A 21 to hit water.
I absorb the Eldritch Blast. It has no effect.
Okay. With, just so the eyes of truth know, with what ability?
Oh, yeah, so I suppose now that you can all see me, you'll note that there's a little tiny gem floating around my head.
That's a good choice.
Right now, it feels like a really great choice.
Okay.
What is it? What?
It's a Iron Stone of Absorption. It sucks up spells.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, in that case, my second Eldritch Blast will go at Little.
Okay, let's have that attack roll. At advantage.
Oh no.
No. Almost half of his AC. Okay.
Ugh.
Any movement
And then-
for
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm 15 feet towards Nova.
15?
I'll take the opportunity attack from the elemental.
Okay.
And I'll shout, chase me, Xerxes, chase me.
Gets that lizard so riled up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right.
That's a 15 to hit. Air
Did you disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you have the blinded.
Oh,
so yeah.
it's fine. 15's a miss anyway.
Oh, well, there we are.
Okay. And that's it for Lomax?
Yeah.
Little, it is your turn.
All right, so Daryl, what I'm about to do I do with all possible respect. Watching Novar run away, Little's posture shifts subtly and all pretense of his civility drops. With a slit-pupiled velociraptor scream, he hucks his javelin not at Novar's body, but at the island nearby, and Little will disappear, Misty Step, and appear holding where the javelin is, catching it. And then he is going to just open up on Novar's recumbent form.
Okay, hold on a sec. So Misty Step, you can teleport as a bonus action to any point within 30 feet that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Novar is within the sphere of darkness.
Oh, well,
Is he?
Yeah.
Because that's a dome.
that's a nice move.
That's a hemisphere. The bottom half of
Oh,
the
yeah.
hemisphere. Because he's at the.
Now
He's 20
we
feet
really
up
have
too,
to
and
do
it's
math.
a 15-foot radius.
Okay, 20-foot ceiling, dropping down 15 feet directly under him. Yeah. I guess it wouldn't
Mathematics.
cover him, would it? Because the 15-foot radius would be up here. Okay.
I mean, you could just turn the circle on its side, I suppose, if you want to see.
Eh,
I don't know if that helps.
that's clever.
Well, I would say you'd be able to see his feet, to be fair. Sorry, Daryl.
Stab him in the feet.
You'd at least be able to see his feet, and you could see the island, more importantly, that you're teleporting to. So,
Yeah. So yeah.
How big of a threat were you? They had to keep stabbing me when I was in the lava and already unconscious.
You were very frightening.
It's the predator thing.
yeah, so just to be clear for people that are seeing Little land within the darkness, it is a hemisphere, so he is under the darkness.
He's very short. It's okay.
Yeah. Attack roll with advantage.
Yep. So I got a 21.
Yeah.
Well, he's already
Nine.
down, so it's an automatic
Yeah.
crit. So
Yeah.
2 death fail saves for Novar.
Oh, shouldn't. Oh no, the disappearing act from the plane of existence happens on another turn, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was it on Sean's turn or Stu's?
No, it was on my turn,
Oh.
wasn't it?
Yeah, okay. So as the energy from the helm begins to radiate and an aura of magic begins to form around Lomax, and he like shudders for a second, and then it's just nullified.
Nice.
There's no banishing or any such thing going on.
So good.
Big B's portal of narrative continuity.
That's
Nope.
right, yeah.
So we're up in for 7s from the helm.
Nope. Make my second attack. Yep.
22. Okay. So
So with that, little. Oh well, yeah. I'm sorry, David.
Novar, is there anything within the rules of Crucible of Fate that could save you?
Well, that would, well, shit. Let me look up the rules. I didn't have the page open.
With
Pops up to his feet again.
so I mean,
highly doubt it.
with no fate spheres remaining,
I have no space, no fate space.
the first hit was a crit that gave you 2 fails. This is now the second one that would be the killing blow. Is there any abilities of your character though that would kick in? No.
I'd have to be awake to use them
Okay.
because if I could cast shield, I would have blocked both of those hits.
Yeah.
But I am out.
All right, man. I'm sorry to say it, but Novar has been eliminated from the Crucible of Fate. But Daryl, it was awesome having you on the show, man. I appreciate you coming and playing in the game. Thanks very much.
I'll be back after the PvP, and I'm coming for little.
Nice. Vengeance. Excellent.
New paladin oath. I'm gonna be a vengeance paladin if I come back.
You will have a chance to retrieve your skull from my belt trophy.
There we go.
Make it a little. What do you put on top of the hood? The hood ornament on your new mech.
That's terrible.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks, Daryl. We'll talk to you later.
Yep. Do I leave or are you kicking me? Like, do I don't know how to. Do I just leave or do you kick me out?
I can remove you. All right.
Okay.
Get the bouncer.
I'll see you, man. And then there was 4. Little, did that take up all of the remaining aspects of your turn?
No, I still have the haste action, which I'm just going to huck a spear at the darkness.
Good.
Well, the javelin at the darkness, because it'll come back.
Yep.
It'll come back.
Let's have that attack at
I have
disadvantage.
disadvantage, but it'll come back.
I would think so.
Well,
Yep. Not gonna.
well, you can't more disadvantage a 1.
No,
so.
no, not gonna do it. Okay. So that is the end of Little's turn.
Yep, that's it.
Xerxes is up. Shift the board.
Why, thank you, Dave. Yeah, no, you got this lizard real riled up with that last comment. He's angrily kind of takes a couple of steps forward, a couple of steps back, just quickly makes out just a quick like, why? I don't understand. And then he takes his axe and slams it behind him. And when he hits the stalagmite, the pointed rock from the ground.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's crawl.
He just yells out, I don't know why I can't see you. I want to see you. And he casts daylight on his axe. Using his helm of brilliance.
Okay.
A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from the axe, and it is a bright light that sheds dim light for additional 60 feet. So this whole volcano is lit up. It is a 3rd level brightness spell.
Okay. And darkness is 2nd level?
Is 2nd level.
Yeah.
Alright. That burns away the darkness. I think technically the darkness is still active, if I'm not mistaken. It's just overpowered by the light currently. It's gone.
Is the dawn of the lizard.
Yeah. There's poetry there that this lizard absolutely does not care about. Dave is if he were to fall from his current fly height, would he fall 5 feet adjacent to any form of land?
No, I believe it's just a straight fall. Down.
But like, would he like fall like on the shoreline, or would he fall like 10 feet into the juice?
20 feet into the juice.
From the coast?
What?
He's talking horizontal from the
Yes.
edge of the impact.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, lizard only works on 1 dimension.
When he hits the lava, how far is he from the coast?
Oh,
Yes.
when he hits the lava, no, he would be...
Yes.
It'd be in between, so he's 1 square on either side would be land. Like, he would fall here, so it's 5 feet to this one, and actually it would be 10 feet in this one, if he were to fall.
So if somebody was standing on the shoreline, would they be able to strike him with an attack?
Yes. Depending on the shoreline,
Brilliant.
but yeah.
This lizard is going to see the light rip from this axe, wash over this orb that he's been screaming at for the last I mean, what feels like 2 hours, but it's probably only been like 49 seconds.
Yep.
And is just going to have just like this big toothy grin run over his face as he starts running. And he is going to run and jump as much as he needs to get pretty much just like on the island adjacent to him, like where that position I mentioned before, where just like, were he to fall into the thing, he would be standing right there. He's going to look up and then he's going to jump, getting only so far, but that was not really the intention. He's a lizard. He's not really thinking about it. Instead, he's going to misty step up to where he needs to be to bury an axe into a guy.
Okay.
How does he misty step? That's horrifying.
5,
That is
10,
brilliant.
15, 20, 25 movement. Misty step up to here.
Yep, so like when I fall whoop, right back down on the island.
Okay. Got you.
And I'm going to roll an attack if that works for you.
Now let's have it.
All right, here comes an attack. I'm not angry, it's just my axe. It's a 4. 17?
17 to
That's
hit
a
my
miss.
max. Not hit?
Then he's the 17 misses, then he's just gonna let gravity.
Okay, so you do fall 20 feet, so that is 2d6 falling.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep. So 3 falling damage for Xerxes.
I take 3 falling damage. And then I land on the ground, look up and just yell, "Now where you hide, human?"
And that is the top
And that's the end of my turn.
of round 5 now for water talking.
Just check.
Give it a little
Inventory.
spin. Everyone can see.
Just checking one thing here. Okay, so Wispy knows to go. Oh, I'll tell Wispy. Finish off the flying guy, and if there's anything left, and then I'll look up at Lomax and I'm like, "What do you say? Nothing personal, my ass?" And I'm gonna toss a bead of fireball right up in his face.
Okay,
Hey.
1 bead
Hey.
of fireball. I need a dex save from Lomax, please.
Okay, I will spend a luck point
That's
to give myself
3 luck
advantage.
points.
That's yep.
Okay.
Can't bring him with you.
Nope. 22 does make the save, I imagine. So half of 8d6?
Doesn't that hit everyone else?
No, because if I throw it right at his face, it's doing the same.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Oh,
it'll it'll hit the floor
it
where
might
Xerxes is.
It'll hit Xerxes, yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Me too.
Yeah. I'd say Xerxes
I
would
don't
be
think
in
it'll
it.
hit little one though.
Yeah, because it goes out as well.
Bring back the cardboard circle.
Yeah, I'd say it would hit little.
What is?
Yeah, I think because I was just outside the radius of the 15-foot circle, so
You'll do it.
Awkward.
So you're concurring with me a little? That would hit you, eh?
I think that would hit me.
Okay.
Like if it was a question of whether or not I was going to hit Novar, then I would be hit.
All right, let's
And
have that
pissed.
dex roll, please. Dex saving throw
Sure.
for little.
So I do get that
again.
with advantage.
Oops, I did it again.
Has a total of 13.
What is the DC? Is it 15 on the Necklace of Fireballs?
15.
15,
Yeah,
okay.
it's 15.
All right.
Let's have that 8d6 fire.
Okay.
Me too,
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
I assume this is a thing I can see now that the darkness has been lifted.
Yeah, your danger sense would definitely apply.
Finally, it's come to this. It's just
Uh-oh.
7.
Full damage. Here we go. 8d6. 29 fire to little.
Okay. I'm a cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
Oh.
That's it to 14.
I'm
29.
going to continue being resistant to fire. So half of that.
Yep, 14.
Nice.
And
14.
Lomax.
14, because I
14
maybe dex
fire.
saved, didn't I?
Okay, so water, what else would you like to do?
Right. So then I guess I will throw a flask of oil onto Lomax.
Okay, so that's an improvised ranged attack. So
Yes.
a d20 plus dex or strength?
Yeah.
I think it's, or is it dex?
But Dex, I would think. I think Dex works.
What's the range?
20 feet.
I'm just.
I don't think I'm gonna get to you anyway.
That's yeah.
With a
that's-
bless, I don't think I can get to you.
It hits
No.
the lava and
All
just
Whoosh!
burns up.
Alright. Okay, so now let's move me back to the, what is that, 6B-D6, I think? That far back
Yeah, back here.
island? Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Yeah,
All right, air elemental
that
time.
looks good to me.
Or bonus action?
Still have a cunning action, I believe.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I will use that to dodge.
Dodge. Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry, that was bigger than I thought it was.
Can you use cunning action to dodge? I thought it was just hide, disengage, and dash.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Okay.
So, no. Can't really hide there, I don't think. So,
All right.
yeah, air elemental time.
Air elemental.
Wispy will move up to try and attack Lomax.
Okay. The air elemental flies up. So it is in the air, 20 feet, even though it's resting there. So go ahead and make your slam attack. Straight roll, as far as I can tell.
24?
24 Lomax.
That's a hit. Yep, a hit.
Slam damage.
13.
13.
That's true.
Second roll?
17.
17.
Missed.
Anything else for air elemental?
Don't think so.
In that case, it is Lomax's turn.
Lomax will just quickly say, Lizard men, it was nothing personal. I said in Hunter Hunted, you were attacking the wrong warlock.
We respond.
Nope.
And I will bonus action. I will drink my potion of supreme healing.
Oh man, okay. Here we go.
10d4 plus 28 points back.
To 10,
Glorious.
10d4 plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Somewhere around 20 hit points. 29, that's a good roll.
So-
Nice.
There you go.
Solid.
So 49 back.
Yep. And for your action.
I'm going to fly 15 feet. Towards water.
Okay, 15 feet towards water.
Give Xerxes a little wave and a thumbs up.
So angry.
And I'll gonna show them the way and Eldritch Blast water.
Okay. Don't even have to roll, man. It's going straight into the Ion Stone.
Yeah.
Useful. Pretty dope.
I mean, even on a natural 20, that wouldn't hit, would it?
No.
Yeah.
Does it just absorb all spells?
Spells up to level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once it accumulates a certain number of spell points, it just
But the cantrips count as what, 0?
zero.
It's 0. It's really a warlock killer. It's super nasty on warlocks.
Okay. So, Lomax, that's it for you. Little, it is your turn.
Okay, so did we establish earlier that if you elect to, you can spend an action to drink a potion instead of doing it as a bonus action?
Yes, we did, yeah.
Okay, and that's a magical item, so I would have to spend my ordinary action to do that, not the hasted one, correct?
Yeah, if the hasted one can only be those few things, right?
All right, so very very specific list of things. I am going to very much definitely drink a potion of healing, and that's 4d4 because I still don't know how to work this thing. Plus 4.
Potion of greater healing?
Yeah, greater.
Okay, you have a great. Whoa, that's a pretty darn good roll.
Pretty dope roll.
Yeah.
Thank you, dice gods. And while he is doing that, and Little is under the effects of haste, so he's just like, and he's looking back and forth between the warlocks, obviously just seething with fury. He is not, he's not in really good headspace right now because, on one hand, he's been trying to kill the guy in the black ball for a while. On the other hand, somebody just set him on fire for the second time. So how close is water?
From you currently. "40 feet from you."
All right. Well, let me think on this because I have either one of two choices. Blah, blah, blah. No. All right, yep. I'm just going to move safely as close as I can with my 60 feet, and preferably so I have like my back to a wall or a pillar, or 10 feet of island so that I don't get shoved somewhere. I don't want to be
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 25 would put you there. 40 puts you behind cover.
Ooh, cover. I'll take cover. I mean, 30. 27 armor sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just gonna huck the javelin at water because I am. I thought it was hilarious. Little is furious. I want to make that clear, and I miss completely because he is furious and past the turn.
Okay. So the javelin misses.
Yep.
And that's it for Little.
Mm-hmm.
Xerxes.
Like on the tail of like the last thing Lomax said, just like nothing personal. Before the sentence even finishes, like you hear Xerxes in the back, just "You kill my hound," and he's going to hop skip to the little mini island.
Yep.
This is great. This is ridiculous.
5, 10, 15.
Oh.
Mess with Lassie.
And he's just gonna yell up, just "Come down! Always hide! Always run!" And he's going to just yell out into the air in an upwards, not horizontal locale, and cast another prismatic spray. I need another dexterity saving throw.
Dex save from Lomax.
Oh, this is great.
11 is
Oh, that's not great.
not higher than an 18. So 10. We need the D8 to figure out what's going on.
Coming in hot with a D8. That's a 5. Have we seen it before? We have.
No.
Beautiful blue light rips from this angry lizard, screaming up into a well-lit volcano as frost and cold start to flow from him, and so many D6s.
And
Happy Pride
D6 cold damage 44.
Ow.
And then he's going to, with his remaining action, I have nothing else to throw. I should have bought more axes. Remaining action, going to jump. Sees you slowly moving 15 feet at a time. He's just going to keep pace with you. And with the remaining of my action, Xerxes is going to hop, not to his island, but to the adjacent island to the left.
Okay, so for that one, I do need an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, do you? Can I get a little shift? Oh, yeah, no, that's way wider. All right, cool. Athletics, gonna look like this.
Yeah, no problem.
16?
No problem.
Yep. Just like gets down on all fours, pushes off of his tail, and just like Greyhound jumps across the way. And then just continues to scream in Draconic, just like real prejudiced things against birds. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, top of round 6, water.
Eldritch Blast on our flying warlock friend.
Okay. Have your attack roll, please.
It's like a Mexican standoff. You know, everybody's pointing the guns at each other.
Just like a dog chasing a blimp.
So that's actually a 20.
That's a hit.
Okay. So 1d10 force first.
Yeah. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet next turn. From Lance of Lethargy.
Oh.
10
that's
force damage, Lomax.
And he goes up.
and takes the fall. Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah, because I'm unconscious, so he will fall.
Okay, so,
Yeah, drop me in lava for dramatic death.
Oh, you did say that's you were gonna dive into the.
Okay, so you were unconscious when you got hit. You hit the lava. That would give you 1 death save fail. And then entering the lava, you take fire damage when you first enter. So that would put you to 2 failed death saves at this point. If that's correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the first hit knocked him unconscious. The fall, you take falling damage, and then entering the lava would be more damage. So second blast, water talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prone, so disadvantage.
prone.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the elemental.
Oh, I think you should leave it to Xerxes. He deserves it.
Feel so robbed.
18, right? 18?
18, but I got a bless if that doesn't do it.
Yeah, bless. Bless will hit.
Okay, so with the bless, that does hit. And that would be enough to deliver the third and final death saving throw, unless Lomax, you know of anything in the rules of Crucible of Fate that could save you.
No.
Water, you have your
As his dying,
hand up.
his dying breath, as he goes under, Lomax shouts, "I am the god of hellfire."
Nice.
Nice, yeah. And with that, Lomax is eliminated from this bracket of the Crucible of Fate. Stu, man, thanks so much. Awesome game.
It's been brilliant.
Well played.
Absolutely brilliant. I need to go to bed. I've been up just short of 21 hours.
Oh.
Nice.
Man,
Hey.
you kept it together despite your level of exhaustion. I appreciate that.
2 levels.
All right.
Oh, that was great.
We'll catch
Yeah, good
you
run. Good
hopefully
run,
in the
Stu.
PvP
So good.
bracket.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah,
We will all be rooting for you.
brilliant, guys.
Okay. We'll catch you later, man.
It's been good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Here.
And with that, guys, luckily, everyone that died in the lava, so all their sweet loot went up in flames as well. So we don't need to
Game
do
just really balances
any sort
itself.
of loot
Yeah.
management.
That was a good choice.
So, congratulations to Water Talking, Xerxes, and Little One Among the Reeds. You are the survivors of episode 12. Congratulations to all of you.
Best friends forever.
Yeah, well done.
That was so great. That was awesome. Oh,
A very unusual
it was
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
For sure.
Damn fireball.
A lot of firsts. So thank you guys for the marathon 3 sessions, mega shopping last week, and now the Thursday night playing till 20 to 11. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it. With that, guys, that ends episode 12. We'll see you next time. Enjoy a nice long rest. Take care.